Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Janelle Veronica. You know we're all about the makeup here on this channel. So what are we gonna do today? I have no idea what I'm gonna do today. I know I want to do an eyeshadow look with the Juvia's Place coffee shop eyeshadow palette. This palette right here, I know I'm going to use this on my eyes. I'm probably going to do like a matte base, something that you can do for like a night out, you know, or if you're going on a date, something that's nice, simple, easy to do, something that's going to look cute. All right, so I'm going to start by moisturizing my face. I have not moisturized. I have this sample of the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream that I got from Sephora. So I'm going to use that to moisturize today. It has squalene in it. It's a 24-hour daily lightweight hydrating formula. Yeah, so we're going to use that today. I'm just going to massage the face, get the circulation going. This cream feels good. It doesn't feel like it just disappears into the skin, because you know sometimes a cream might say it's a lightweight, but when you put it on it just disappears. This one, it's working its way into the skin, but it's taking a little bit of time. My skin does feel hydrated, so I like that. I have to use it some more to see how I get on with it, how much I really like it. Now that we're done that, we have to prime. And for primer, I'm going to use a Milk primer today. This is the Milk Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer that I'm going to go in with today. How are you guys doing? I had an okay week. Hope you guys had a good week as well. You know what I just realized? I don't have my little handheld fan, so I'm gonna go get it and come right back. Alright, so I'm back and I realized that the battery needs charging, so we're gonna move ahead without my fan today. We're gonna go in with foundation, and I'm gonna go in with a Maybelline foundation. This is the Maybelline SuperStay Active Wear Foundation. It lasts up to 30 hours. And the shade that I go in with is 360 Mocha. Can y'all hear the birds? You know it's always animal songs on this channel. I'm just going to go in and blend that. You know, one thing I realized, I'm sure that everyone has probably tried a Maybelline foundation. Everyone. Well, most people have tried a Maybelline foundation. I like this one. I like the Active Wear one because it's matte and I'm a matte girl. It lasts long. It has lasting power. Blends nicely. Comes in a wide range of shades and it's buildable. Alright, next up is the Merit Contour Stick. I'm going to contour my face. This one is in the shade, this is the Merit, it's a foundation stick that I use to contour. It's in the shade Umber. Let's work this upwards so that we lift the cheekbones. Alright, next is liquid blush. Juvia's Place liquid blush in Barbie Rose. And you only need 1 dot. If you go and you pack this product on, don't blame me. I am not the one to blame. As I said, only 1 dot is required. It's very pigmented. It's a beautiful blush. You're going to get your money's worth. It's going to last you for a very long time. And I love this blush. It is stunning. See how that 1 dot pretty much just covered that area? And I blend it in like a C shape on my cheekbones and into my temple area. Now for concealer today, so we're contoured, we are blushed, and now it's time for concealer. I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And the shade that I use in this, I use this so much I should always know this, Butterscotch. The name of the shade is Butterscotch. So just on the inside, we're going to lift the corner of the eye. Lift the corner of the eye. Down the nose. Highlight the forehead. And on the chin. I'm just going to go in and blend it out. Just switch to the other side of my sponge to blend that on the forehead. Alright, and when you're blending out your under eye concealer, you can begin to like sculpt or like contour, reverse contour your nose by dragging it along the side of your nose. This does the initial work before you go in and you contour your nose. Alright, so you see how I'm dragging it along the side of my nose and under the eye. Alright, so we're nicely blended out. I'm just going to go in with my foundation sponge around the edges. Alright, nice. I think in my last video, I said I was going to use the one size setting powder. Because in the last one, I used the Huda. And I said that my two favorites are the Huda Beauty and the One Size. So we're going to use the One Size by Patrick Star today. This one is in the shade Sweet Honey. All right, and we're going to pick up some powder. And then we're going to work it into the back of our hand and really push that powder into the sponge before we go in and set. Then we're going to go in and set down all of those areas that we went in with the concealer. See how beautiful that is already? Alright, and I'm going to do a little bit of baking. Now that we're done setting down the concealer, it's time to set our foundation. And I'm going to use my Fenty powder foundation in the shade $4.50. And this is the Maybelline foundation is very matte, so you don't have to go in with too much powder. So you're not going to look cakey. And I'm going to go in with what is becoming my favorite bronzer, the Nars Laguna bronzer in shade number 7. Look at it. Such a beautiful color. So we're going to go in. It's very pigmented. So just going with a light hand. I'm also going to use it. No, I normally sculpt my nose out with bronzer. Just softening that. Alright guys, so it's time to get into eyeshadow. I just did my brows quickly off camera, put some concealer on my lids just to create a blank canvas for the eyeshadow and set it down with a little bit of powder. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Coffee Shop eyeshadow palette to create a look. I guess it's going to be a little bit smoky with a little bit of shimmer on the lid, just the way how I like it. So I'm going to start by going in with a brown shade. I'm going to use this brown shade here in the palette, this one. And I'm going to concentrate that on like the inner crease. Ooh, it's dark, it's pigmented. I swear I've said pigmented like 15 times, but we like a pigmented product because they last long and you save your money. We want products that work. So on the inner corner of the crease, we're just blending it, circular motions. Alright, and I didn't have to do too much with that. I want a darker outer corner, so I'm going to go in with this brown. This one, let me switch brushes. This brown in the palette, I'm just going to tap lightly because these colors are very dark. And I'm just going to blend that now on like the outer V of the eye, connecting it with the inner corner crease color. So we're going to make sure that they meet up, but we're going to keep this concentrated on the outer V. And I'm just placing that color down just with like some flicking, just tapping it in. Backing with the first color and reblend. Now there are some beautiful shimmers, but I'm leaning towards this more silver. This one, so we're gonna go with this one for the lid. I'm going to go in with this very light It's like a taupe. Is that even taupe, or am I just making up names? And just blend. Just set the concealer under the brow. Alright, this color. Alright, so some black eyeliner. I need to sharpen it. This is the Nars High-Pigment Longwear eyeliner in the color called Via Veneto. Alright, I'm just going to extend it out a little bit. So it's almost like if I'm intensifying that outer V. Some Sky High mascara for the lashes. I'm going to put on a 3/4 lash today. I don't want anything. I went very dramatic in my last video, and I don't want anything too dramatic. As we said, this is like all occasions, like date night. You don't want to go in there with lashes that are like, oof. A subtle lash will do today. And for that, I'm going to use the Eyeliner London 3/4 lash. And you know the wonderful thing about this is that I don't have to cut it. One of the things that I detest, I don't like having to measure and cut my lashes. I don't. So what I normally do, and I guess this is like a tip, is like if you have a lash that's like the perfect length, even though you've used it up, just keep it. And I use that to measure any new lashes. So I just line them up and clip. And I know it's going to be the perfect length. But I don't feel like cutting today. I'm just going to go in with my lash glue. Let me get a mirror. What am I thinking? And the lash glue that I use is Duo, always Duo. This is the Duo green one. So let me just pat in. See how nice that one size powder looks? I'm just doing this because I found my nose contour looked a little harsh, the bronzer. So I'm just taming it with a little bit of the powder. My foundation powder. Good. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC Sheertone blush in the shade Pinch Me, just to set down that one size blush. I'm going to concentrate it at the top of the cheekbones to lift the face. I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. That's what it says. And just do the first set. Now I don't have my fan to dry it down, so I'm going to work on my lips. I'm just going to go in with a brown pencil to line my lips. You can go in with any brown pencil that you have, one that suits your complexion and you like it as a brown pen lip liner. Go in with that. Now for my lipstick, I'm going to go in with a Nars Afterglow Lip Shine. This one is in the color Nympho. It's like the perfect nude gloss, not too light, not too dark. And I find when I'm out, it's always easier to just reapply a gloss as opposed to having to reapply like a lipstick. I find I'm gonna do my second set now with the One Size Satin Spray, the Until Dawn. I want my lips to be a little bit more glossy. So I'm going to go in with my favorite gloss from LA Girl. It's the LA Girl Gloss Topper. And this one, does it have a name? Clearly Clear. That's the name. And it's from LA Girl. And it's their gloss topper. Make sure that the under eye is nicely blended into the blush. I'm going to go in with another LA Girl product, the LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in the color called 50 Watt. And I'm going to use that as an inner corner highlight. Also on the nose as well. Alright guys, and then this is my date night. Like if I'm going on a date, this is the kind of makeup that I want to wear. It's not too, I mean, it's full coverage, but it doesn't look heavy and cakey. You can still see my features. If you go back to the beginning of the video, I look like the same person, just enhanced a little bit with the makeup on. So you're not going to be catfishing anybody. The eyes are nice and subtle. They were easy. And I think if you're getting ready for like a date, you know, you have your shower, you do your hair, you maybe have a little drink, a little kombucha to settle your stomach, or maybe like a little coffee if you're feeling tired. You put your music on and you take your time and you do your music or a podcast, whatever you prefer, and you give yourself the right amount of time to do your makeup. This look probably took me like 45 minutes to do, 45 minutes to an hour to actually get through. And as I said, today we have on a nice 3/4 lash, something that's very subtle. I went with the gloss on the lips because I find you're eating, so the gloss is on the lipstick. If you're wearing lipstick, it's going to disappear. And I find it so much easier just to reapply a gloss. For me personally. Personally for me. So that is what I would opt for. Okay, so I guys hope you like. I hope you guys like the look. Drop me a comment and let me know if you do. Thank you for staying around for the entire video. And I want to make sure that you are having a fantastic day wherever you are. You are wonderful. You are blessed. And remember, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Bye, guys.